Now it's time for 8.2, number 5. Now, in this problem, your chicken or your pet is still on the 2-meter cylinder. But this time, on the other cylinder, it's you. There, hanging tough, looking smart. But your weight is pushing down, the chicken's weight is pushing down. Now, how much force, or how big does the cylinder have to be in order to keep you up? For the force of the chicken on its cylinder to put enough pressure here to hold up your cylinder, how big will that have to be? So A2 equals what? That's what we're trying to figure out. So, again, F1 over A1 is equal to F2 over A2. The force of the chicken, my chicken is 3.2 kilograms, times 9.8 earthlings, all over 2 is going to equal my mass. Now I'm 108.9 kilograms, multiplied by 9.8 to get my weight, and my area underneath here is unknown, so that's the unknown. Now, quick shortcut here. Notice we got 9.8 on both sides, so we can actually just cancel that out. There goes 9.8, there goes 9.8, because think about it. If I took this whole apparatus to Mars, it would still have to balance, right? A seesaw doesn't stop working because you take it to another planet. That balance is going to remain the same no matter what planet you're on the moon, on Mars, on Jupiter. I don't know how many chickens are on the moon, but you can simply, if it's on both sides, you can cancel it out. So, we got these two numbers, let's cross multiply. So, we get 30.2a is equal to 2 times 108, and now it is time for me, it's 217.8. Divide both sides by 3.2 to get the a by itself, and you end up with a is equal to 68 square meters squared. So 68 meters squared, which is pretty big when you think about it. Although, let's see, pi r squared divided by pi, you have roughly 20 the square root of 20. Well, it's less than 5. That's still pretty big. You know, it's going to be probably about 15 feet across. Is that right? Well, anyway, it's going to be a big cylinder. Now, using a little bit of number sense, for me it's a really big cylinder because my pet is really small and I am pretty darn big. If you are not as big as me, that number's not going to be as big. If your pet is bigger than a chicken, that number will also not be as big. So in both cases, if the pet is bigger than mine, the number's going to be smaller. If you are smaller than me, the number's going to be smaller. And if both your pet is bigger and you are smaller, this number's going to be even smaller. So you're probably going to get a number that's smaller than me. Just something to think about. If your pet is, if your pet is the same size as you, the cylinders would be the same size. If your pet is bigger than you expect your cylinder to be smaller. So if your pet's bigger than a chicken, you expect the number to be smaller than this. If your pet's smaller than you expect that your answer will have to be at least bigger than 2. So most of you will be between 2 and 68 for your answers. So good luck and have a good evening.